It's been nearly half a year since Potemer was first exposed for meeting up and engaging in illegal acts with a 12-year-old child, and sadly we're now at a point where people are either completely ignoring what he did, or worse, actively defending him. Some do it unknowingly, others know exactly what happened and choose to support him anyways, whether publicly or behind closed doors. In this video, I want to revisit exactly what Potemer did and directly call out those who are defending him because frankly, it's disgusting. I also want to go over how Potemer to this day is in contact with his victim and just how disgusting the whole situation is in general. I also want this video to serve as a reminder to everyone that Potemer needs to be removed from the platform because since Potemer got exposed back in January, he has already made over $100,000, which is completely disgusting how he got away like this. Before we begin, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video around. Potemer supporters have been attacking anyone who exposes him by spreading their personal information, and that is not okay. So first, let's start with the facts. In 2022, a 16-year-old Potemer met up with a 12-year-old girl named Yellow. According to the mother's statement, they met at a movie theater in Florida. While there, they went to the bathroom where Potemer put his magic wand into the victim's mouth. So someone here is clearly lying.
Is the statement that he's saying true? That's what we have to. It's just a yes or no. You don't have to go into any detail.
Okay, because if my mom finds out I said anything, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I definitely I don't want to see anything.
So he did end up getting teeth from you, or a head?
Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Even though they were both minors, what Potemer did is still highly illegal. A 12-year-old cannot consent under any circumstances, period. The law is extremely clear on that, and morally, it's just beyond reprehensible. A 16-year-old should know better, and the law completely agrees. Now, some defenders try to twist this using Florida's Romeo and Juliet law, which is meant to protect close-in-age relationships between teens, but let's shut that down real quick. First, the law only applies if the younger party is at least 14 years old. Yellow was 12. That's 2 full years below the threshold. It also requires consent, but again, a 12-year-old is legally incapable of giving that. Even if it did apply, which it doesn't, the law does not legalize the act. It only offers limited protections in very specific consensual situations. So anyone trying to use that as a loophole, stop. That wasn't just a mistake, this was a crime. I've seen many comments saying that their parents have much larger age gaps, but they don't understand that those age gaps are between grown adults. The age gap was between a child and a near adult. This is a very huge difference between 2 consenting adults and a child who couldn't legally give consent. And it doesn't even stop there. Some people were trying to claim that Potemer was innocent because this happened so long ago, that was exactly 3 years ago or 4 years ago. But that excuse is so ridiculous because in January of 2025, Potemer admitted that he lied about the initial age gap to try to get away from this whole situation, meaning that he showed no accountability and zero regret. And it doesn't even stop there. Potemer didn't just engage in the act, he also admitted to emotionally manipulating and mentally attacking Yellow multiple times, and he celebrated when she was silenced from speaking out, and he even got a student who testified against him falsely arrested. And that's only scratching the surface of the whole situation. Despite all this being public knowledge for months, people still try to defend him in broad daylight. Just scroll through his comment section, you'll find fans saying that they don't care what he did just because they like the animations. That's not only ridiculous, it's dangerous. Potemer initially found the victim through his online platform. The only reason there was an actual victim in this situation is because Potemer had a platform from the get-go. Regarding people saying that they only like his animations, here's something most people don't even know and don't really seem to notice themselves. Potemer doesn't even make his own animations anymore. I've spoken to someone who recently edited his videos, and they confirmed that Potemer stopped animating a while ago. Instead, he pays random animators $60 per video while ranking in thousands for each upload. I've seen his analytics. In just 1 month, Potemer made over $17,000. If we assume that he made that much money every month since he got exposed, that's over $100,000 being made off of videos that not only he didn't create, but videos by a person who assaulted a child who was once his viewer. Now yes, Potemer runs strict filters on his YouTube channel and he tries to hide the criticism, block comments, and bury the truth as we've seen in clips before.
Here are the held ones. These are not public.
What's your Discord? I saw that invite.
Yeah, I paused invites. I set up a lot of keywords. Get rid of you. Get rid of you.
Trust me when I say this, you should probably just ignore it. Like all these like tiny things, I would just ignore. That's the best thing to do.
No, like this is basically shadow banning them. They can still comment.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't let it get to your head like the tiny comments like this.
I was having a panic attack earlier.
But that doesn't change the fact that people are actively defending him in the comments. Some are even apologizing on his behalf, saying he's been through enough. Let me make one thing absolutely clear. Potemer has not been through enough. The real victim here is not the who to the child and kept his platform, it's the child who was manipulated, traumatized, and continues to be re-traumatized while the world watches in silence. Even now, Potemer is still in contact with Yellow, and even worse, he actively encouraged her relationship with an adult, someone who was 18 years old when they began dating, while she had just turned 13. This happened immediately after she ended her relationship with Potemer. Let's be clear, a 13-year-old child fresh out of a relationship with a 16-year-old when she was 12 ended up with an 18-year-old adult, and Potemer supported it. This is not normal. This is not just teen drama, this is a pattern of after everything Potemer did to her emotionally, psychologically, and it's clear he damaged her sense of what is appropriate, what is safe, and what is love, because now she genuinely believes that dating an adult at age 13 is okay. That is not love, that is the long-term effect of but Potemer isn't the only one at fault here. When we reached out to the adults in Yellow's life just a few months ago, especially her mother, we expected concern or urgency. But what we got was denial of anything happening and them basically glazing themselves. Her mother claimed that she was a good parent. However, a good parent doesn't let their 12-year-old meet a 16-year-old boy and then allow them to have mouth in the bathroom of a movie theater that ironically was presenting a movie for children. A good parent doesn't allow their daughter at 13 to date an adult. A good parent doesn't ignore repeated trauma, red flags, and a child being pulled into an relationship. Let's be honest, that is not good parenting, that is neglect, that is enabling, and that is failing a child again and again. And every adult who let this happen, who chose not to act, or who pretended it was fine, be it Potemer's mom who was desperately trying to sweep this under the rug, be it the principal of Potemer's school who expelled and arrested a child who testified against his behavior, or be it the victim's mother who grounded her daughter for speaking out.
I don't know if she cried on call, I don't know if she cried behind the screen while texting. She didn't say anything. But now that her devices have been taken away, she can't say anything.
All of them are just as responsible for the harm that is still happening today. Potemer may have started this, but the people defending him, they're keeping alive. And no one's been more vocal about it than Pete151, some random YouTuber who publicly defended Potemer with one of the most laughable excuses I've ever seen. In his video, Pete claimed to be unbiased, but then dismissed 90% of the verified evidence because it came from Discord, saying, and I quote, "It's just messages." Never mind that those messages were recorded, refreshed, screen captured, and shown from both desktop and mobile, courts use Discord messages as evidence. But to Pete, they're completely worthless. He ignored emotional manipulation, he downplayed the 3.5-year age gap between Potemer and Yellow, and even claimed it's fine if they were just friends. They weren't just friends. Potemer committed a act with her, and Pete completely ignored that. He mentioned Discord screenshots can't be used as proof over 20 times in one video, repeating the same excuse rather than addressing the fact. He even attempted to rewrite Potemer's own public admission, saying it never happened. And when challenged, Pete doubles down. He released another video with even worse defenses, skipping key voices like the victim confirming what happened, Potemer's own mother defending it, and more proof that this wasn't just made up. But Pete's track record gets even worse. Bonky Doge, who admitted to following over 281 lolly accounts, which is considered by law, Camgaiza, who was caught sharing content to children, and Seb Motions, who dated a 13-year-old child while being 19. Even after his video was taken down for child safety reasons, Pete kept going, and when confronted by live creators like Parlo or myself, he was exposed again. He tried to claim he didn't know Potemer's mom left a comment doxing Parlo's full name, he defended child content, and he even justified gooning to lolly websites in private.
These are going to go on an alt account to look at this. It's not them not having access to the account, or it's an old account. Even if it is an old account, it doesn't mean they didn't look at this and they weren't interested in this type of shit.
Yes, but that's not the point. The point is, he never tried to share this with anybody.
That's not the point, Pete. It's illegal, Pete.
I don't defend it. I do not defend it because
You clearly are.
I think that's a good thing. But he never, he never shared this to anyone. He never shared this to anyone.
I'm gonna interrupt you right here. The keyword
was harming
says everything
nobody.
you need to know.
The problem is he was harming nobody. What did your video do? What did your video do? Because he's harming nobody.
Out him for being.
Just for the record, lolly is. Let's be clear, in Canada where Pete lives, defending her accessing lolly content isn't just creepy, it's completely illegal. The criminal code treats it as child. Pete isn't just misinformed, he's a danger. He's defending PDF files, spreading misinformation, and downplaying while attacking those who speak out. And the worst part, some people are sharing his videos. If you're one of them, you should really be asking yourself, are you really okay supporting someone who defends child lying about facts and excusing illegal because this isn't just a drama anymore, this is a being protected by people like Pete, and that protection needs to end. To the viewers, please make sure to like and subscribe, and share this video to others to help spread the word. It is genuinely insane how a creep like Potemer managed to get away with everything for over 6 months and get over $100,000 since he got exposed. It's ridiculous and this shouldn't be allowed.